This morning, President Biden is preparing to meet with Democratic leaders at the White House today. This meeting comes as the president faces new questions about his handling of classified documents and whether he will compromise with the Republicans on the debt ceiling. Congressional correspondent Stephanie Liebergen is live in Washington, D.C. with what we should expect from today's meeting. Good morning, Stephanie.
Hey, Alex, good morning. Well, the White House says they have a long agenda for today's meeting, but also said that it's an opportunity for Democratic leaders to sit down with the president ahead of his State of the Union address, which is set for February 7th. Now, we are certainly expecting the debt limit, the debt ceiling, to be a very high item on the to-do list for today's meeting. Now, the White House and Democrats have repeatedly said that risking the country defaulting on its loans is absolutely not an option, and the debt limit shouldn't be held hostage to try to get other sorts of spending cuts and negotiations. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer just yesterday on the Senate floor was calling on House Republicans that if they want spending cuts, they need to be specific with what cuts they want to spend, what cuts they want to see, what programs do they want to see those budgets shrink in order to potentially raise the debt limit. So we could see Democrats, congressional Democrats and President Biden talk about the strategy, talk about how they're going to approach these impending conversations with House Republicans that are going to need to happen at some time over the next few months. And we do also know that President Biden is planning a separate meeting with House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. Now, McCarthy has confirmed he will attend that meeting, saying that he wants to talk about what he calls irresponsible government spending. So the debt ceiling, something that the White House and congressional leaders are going to have to deal with and figure out some kind of path forward. But President Biden has also been clear he wants to see bipartisanship from this Congress. He wants to make sure that that continues, something we saw a good amount of in the last one. So we have some really big agenda items that this Congress is going to need to deal with. Government funding, of course, something that comes up every year. The Farm Bill, a big piece of legislation that's going to require both parties to work together. We also could see the new House committee looking at competitiveness with China. That could be a bright spot for bipartisanship in this Congress. So that's something that President Biden is expected to discuss with Democratic leaders today, how they see themselves working and moving forward with their Republican counterparts in order to pass legislation that's, of course, productive for the American people. Now, the White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said that today's meeting really is just the first in a series of meetings, part of the president getting ready to work with the new Congress. But of course, it's also worth noting there's a new Democratic team that is part of congressional leadership, with Hakeem Jeffries as House Majority Leader, now taking over the role from Nancy Pelosi as leading House Democrats.
All right, congressional correspondent Stephanie Liebergen reporting. Thank you.